Have you ever wondered what one of humanity's oldest songbooks actually sounds like? Well, today we're going to journey back thousands of years to explore the SamaVeda. It's a sacred text that's built not just on words, but on melody, on rhythm, and on the truly profound power of chanting. You know, for the ancient peoples of the Indus Valley, the universe wasn't some distant, empty thing. It was alive, it was breathing, and ritual was how you spoke to it. And right at the heart of that conversation, you had fire, a physical messenger to the gods, and you had the human voice lifted up in song to carry prayers and intentions right into the divine realm. That deep, deep connection between sound and the sacred, that's the very soul of the SamaVeda. Okay, so what exactly is this ancient text? To really get a handle on its purpose, we gotta first understand its name and, its place in history. Well, the name itself gives us a huge clue: SamaVeda. It literally means the Veda of holy songs. And as you can see here, it's considered second only to the Rig Veda in terms of its importance in rituals. So think of it like this. The Rig Veda provides the words. It's the Veda of recited praise. But the SamaVeda? That's the Veda of sung praise. This is where those powerful words were given wings through music. And you really got to understand the context here. The SamaVeda doesn't stand alone. It's one of the four foundational scriptures of Hinduism, right alongside the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, and the Atharva Veda. And these aren't just books in the way we think of them. Nope. They are vast collections of knowledge, hymns, and detailed ritual instructions that were passed down orally, person to person for thousands of years. It's just incredible. But here's the thing. Even calling it a songbook doesn't quite get to the heart of it. It was really designed for performance. It was a practical tool, a manual for priests who were conducting these really complex ceremonies. So let's take a look at how it's actually put together. So this is what makes the SamaVeda so unique. It's not a bunch of new poems. It's actually this brilliant rearrangement of verses, taken mostly from the Rig Veda, but remixed, you could say, specifically for religious ceremonies. It's like the script for a sacred opera. And get this, the actual musical scores, the melodies themselves, were kept in totally separate texts called ganas. Right, so the best way to think about it is as an ancient hymnal. But for the priests using it, the melody wasn't just there to sound nice. No way. The specific tones, the vibrations, they were seen as a form of spiritual technology. The idea was that the right frequency, sung with the right intention, could literally harmonize the ritual space and directly influence the gods. The sound itself was the power. So why all this effort? What was all this beautiful, elaborate, sonorous technology actually for? Well, these hymns were the engine for one of the most important ceremonies of the entire Vedic period. And that was the Soma sacrifice. This was a really complex and absolutely vital ritual. Priests would press and prepare this sacred drink from the mysterious Soma plant. This offering was then poured into the fire for different deities, especially Indra, the king of the gods, to give him strength, but also for Agni and others. The whole point was to maintain the order of the cosmos, and to get on the gods' good side. And this is exactly where our songbook comes in. The performance was led by these highly specialized priests known as the Udgatar, which literally means the chanters. They would sing specific hymns from the SamaVeda at very precise moments during the sacrifice. Every single melody had a job to do, maybe to purify the offering, or to invite a deity to show up, or to celebrate their power. It was incredibly precise. Okay, to make this all a bit more real, let's zoom in on some of the hymns dedicated to a central figure in every single one of these rituals, Agni, the god of fire. Just listen to these words. This is a direct invitation. The chanters are literally calling Agni to come to the party, asking him to take his seat on the sacred grass and act as the Hotar, which was kind of like the chief priest, the one who recites the main prayers and delivers the offerings for all the humans. And this gets to the very core of Agni's role. See, he wasn't just fire. He was the divine connection. He was the hotline to the heavens. The hymns praise him as the mouth of the gods, the one who consumes the physical offerings and transports their very essence to the divine realm. Without him, the whole ritual just doesn't work. And listen to this. The hymns elevate him to this immense cosmic importance. He's not just some fire on an altar. He is the head and height of heaven, the master of the earth. This verse connects him to the fundamental forces of creation itself. He's got power over the very essence of life, the water's seed. It's breathtaking stuff. This one is just so powerful because it shows that immediate, personal relationship the worshippers were looking for. Agni is their visible deity. In those flickering flames, they saw a direct manifestation of divine power, a real, tangible source of light and protection right there in front of their eyes. All right, so as we start to bring this all together, what's the big idea here? What's the ultimate takeaway from the SamaVeda? Well, it's all about the enduring power of sound itself. You see, the SamaVeda is so much more than a collection of ancient hymns. It really represents this profound worldview where sound isn't just for communicating, it's a creative force. The right melody, sung with pure intention, could actually align the human world with the cosmic order. It could forge a direct link to the divine.
And that's why its real spirit, its true essence, isn't something you can fully find just by reading the words on a page. Its soul is in the performance, in the living, breathing tradition of chanting that has been passed from teacher to student for millennia. It's a continuous stream of sacred sound that, believe it or not, still exists today.
So I want to leave you with this thought. From these ancient Vedic chants to the lullabies our parents sang to us, from national anthems to protest songs, music continues to shape our reality. It connects us to something bigger than ourselves. So it makes you wonder, what's the oldest song you know, and what kind of power does it hold for you?